Hey everyone, I'm Xonani. Welcome to my new video. Today we will test out the Stabilo woodies in my sketchbook. I have them in my cupboard for months now and I will finally test them with you together. I wanted to unpack them with you. That's why I haven't used them in the last months and they waited for the right time. So it is now and we will test them in a piece only with the Stabilo woodies. I want to test them on top of watercolor or other mixed media techniques. We will swatch them together first and unpack them. So this is the plan of the day. So enjoy and let's get started. Let's see. I'm really excited because I heard a lot of good stuff from these woodies, and you know me, I love to use mixed media, and this is a set of 18 pencils, colored pencils. It comes with a sharpener which is big enough for these pencils, and it comes with a brush. These pencils are water soluble. That means like watercolor pencils or crayons, you can use them with water. I'm really curious how this works. So let's try them out. Oh yes, they are like butter, very soft. This is really cool. I want to first swatch them down and then I will use the brush and water to let them melt down. I hope this will work good. This is a bit harder, the silver one. It's a silver. You know me, I love details. We will see how this works and how I can feel this chunkness and can do something not as detailed. White on this cream paper, I hope you can see it a bit. We will test especially the white on top of dark colors later. As you can see, we have the color numbers on the pencils here. That means you can buy them individually as well. There are shops where you can buy them individually, and you have also these different sets. Oh, this is really creamy. Oh, this is a very nice color. And here is the information about the light fastness. We have 5 stars. This one has 5 stars and this one has 3 stars. So this is very light fast and this is semi-light fast, I would say. This is cool that you have all information you need on the pencils. Oh, look at this color. Oh, they're really, really soft and creamy. I'm looking forward to test them in a nice mixed media work. There are also smaller sets and you can buy them with in 2 colors as well. There are a double color pencils like this. I saw them. You can see they lay a bit in the heat. They became a bit white on top here, but this is no problem. No problem to work with them. Now for swatching, I will test this brush. I only use water on one part because I want to also have the full color here. Okay, the silver. This brush is soggy. I I don't know, perhaps it's because of the brush. I will test another brush if it's the same. This is a watercolor brush. It seems the same. Okay, the silver is not my favorite. Gold or the white, we can see this here. We will test it on top of something dark later. I like that the color doesn't change if you put water on it. There are a few watercolor pencils or crayons which are changing when you put water on it. I can understand the hype. They're really cool. Oh wow, this is really dark. Okay, let's create a little background with the woodies here and work on top. Let's start and just bring a bit of color on my paper. I will use this brush again. How they mix, we test how they mix here. Oh, this is nice. And I think perhaps you can mix them together on a palette as well, like with normal watercolor pencils. Oh, what I also wanted to test out, and that's what I'm doing right now, is to take the color here with water with a brush, if it's possible. And it's possible, look like this. So cool. You can do this. And now it's wet. Let's try out. Oh wow, this is a really intense. I hope you can see this. You can do everything like with normal watercolor pencils. What I'm doing right now is to get a watercolor base on here. I want to have a darker part here to test them out, to test the lighter colors on dark. And here we will try out a bit mixed media. I will try out my crayons here for this one. I think it's also no problem on top of gouache. You can test them. Perhaps we will test them someday on gouache, but I never use gouache, almost. The challenge for me is here to be a bit more chunky in my work. One of you suggested that these little cuties perhaps need a name. Huh, perhaps you have ideas? These are little forest and nature spirits, you know. I always call them nature spirits. But perhaps they need a fantasy name like Inuplis, or that's only what's in my head right now. Kind of a cute name. Perhaps you have an idea, or I should think about it. What do you think? Do they need a name? Oh, this brings me to another question. How do they blend together? Okay, we have not a lot of space here, but we can try it out, like here. Let's do this. Oh, they are so nice and soft. They blend not very well. They lay on top of each other. Perhaps you can blend them with the white. Okay, blending is not easy. Not as easy as I expected. Okay, let's work on this here. This is dry now. And I have the feeling that the color here is reactivating again. That means you have to be careful. Your layers underneath are reactivating. This is something you can use really on top for textures or sketching. Yeah, we will see. Here I want to try the brighter colors on this one. I'm sketching with white on this. Oh, this works really good. Look at this. This works really good. Okay. Okay, it's not as easy as with less chunky ones, but oh, look at this. This is cool. And the good thing is that the watercolor doesn't reactivate if you use water now. But I'm not sure how white it is if we use water now on this. Oh, look how good this works. It works so good. But I will try this also with water because we want to try all the stuff today. What is possible, what is not possible. And okay, it's possible. First we can go on top again. Perhaps on... This is wet now. On wet, there happens nothing. I like it on top of the watercolors here. Oh, that's not so easy to work with the white above the yellow. Okay, let's try the sharpener and how much it can be sharpened. Okay, this is everything. You can't sharpen it very sharp like this. It has always this thicker ending. Okay, this is not possible. Back to this one. Okay, it's very hard to work on top with them, to work on top with acrylic markers. But let's try out what is here possible. I try to not use water on this one. Blending is not the thing here. It is the layering on top with darker colors. You start with the light colors and layer the darker colors on top, so you can create beautiful textures and mix them kind of together. This looks really cool. But this is always the same. If you use new materials, new art supplies, you have to test them out and test it until you know what you want to do with them. What others do with them is an instant inspiration, like this video for you, but in the end, what you are doing with them, this is very personal. What is the most enjoyable thing you can do with them in your art? Oh, I really like this. I think I could have created this background layer also with this orange and this yellow from the woodies. If you don't use water on top, the color doesn't reactivate. Oh, look at that. If it's dry, works so good. Okay, you can use them with water, but perhaps it's no need to. I like how they mix together here. This one is the best. I like this one most. I think this is the best way to work with them. Perhaps it's because of the crayons in the background, but I think you can create this also with the Stabilo woodies. We test it out in a moment because I have not enough from this. I'm sorry, this is not the end. This guy looks a bit like Pikachu. How would you use the woodies? Do you have the woodies already and how you use them? Perhaps it's enough now, but I really want to test something more. Let's see what we can do.
On this point, I think I found a good way to use the woodies. That means layering the darker colors on the brighter, enjoying the texture, using water but not too much, blending them with my finger. If you want to use white on top, you need another background layer like watercolor or other mediums which become completely dry. So I can see a lot of possibilities to use them in my art, and I can definitely recommend these pencils. These are different, these are fun.
You can do a lot with them. You can have a lot of fun, and I'm having a lot of fun right now. So, this is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It wasn't easy for me to come into my flow here with them because of details and stuff, but this one was the game changer. I understood the woodies for me, that I can layer them and I can scratch and I can use my fingers to soften it down. You can do a lot of stuff with them, and you can paint them also with water. There are a lot of possibilities. You can use these nice little chunky colored pencil crayon sticks. These crayons made me happy, and I'm very happy to have them here, and I really like this one and I really like this one. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. This would be a great support for my channel. Thank you so much. Now enjoy the close-ups a bit here and there from the things I created, and have an awesome day, my friends. See you next Friday. Yours, Xuna.